Hey guys, Editing Moon here. Just want to get a quick disclaimer. This video is pretty long. It's also kind of boring. It's not the most interesting to watch. It's better to listen. So yeah, just want to say that before you watch the video, and enjoy. Hey guys, it's me Moon Roblox here, and I've got an important slash informational video for you. Today I'm going to be making a updated video about the video I made 5 months ago, how to survive long in Endless. Well, this video has been since outdated due to the fact that it's 5 months ago and a lot of updates and changes have came around since that time. In this video I'm going to be going over 4 different chapters. Each chapter is very important in itself, and if you don't really want to understand all 4 of them, I'm just simply going to leave the timestamps jeez, I can't talk today. I'm just going to be leaving the timestamps in the description if you would like to go to each chapter separately on your own. Without further ado, let's just get into it. So, before we get started, I think you need to learn a few things. What is endless? Endless is an adjective used to describe something that has no limit, finish, or conclusion. But in a tower defense game, such as RTD, this is a little bit more differently. In Endless, yes, it's endless. You can survive and continuously play for, well, an infinite amount of time. But no, there's something called infinite difficulty scaling. As the waves progress, obviously, the enemies are going to get more and more difficult. Instead of having just fast noobs, buff noobs, and normal noobs, you're going to obviously have the much more harder ones. Now, obviously, I don't exactly know when we get the actual super duper difficult, enemies, but I will say it basically goes from easy, normal, hard, and insane difficulty at the max, capping out at insane. And how Endless system works, in my theory, is that it at points puts up random bosses, I think. I'm not too sure. But basically, the health scales up further and further as you survive. To simplify all of this, basically, the longer you survive in Endless, the more harder and actually difficult it's going to get to even just survive. That seems to be it for this chapter. So, you want to make sure you pick the best loadout for you. Now, this is a little tricky. There is 52 individual towers that are... Some of them are pretty useful and some of them aren't, but that's besides the point. Now, to actually get a great and good understanding, I think we should pull out some of the nerd glasses and do a tiny bit of math here. When it comes to actually calculating all this, you first want to Actually, I don't think you guys want to hear me babble on about math, so, push to shove, beep beep boop boop beep, blah, 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 skipping all the math I just talked about and just cutting straight to the point. There is 27,500,903,700. There's a lot of loadouts, basically. And yes, each of these loadouts are different and unique. So, to simply put it, there's a lot of options out there. And there's a lot of meta options as well, don't get me wrong. But obviously, if you want to have a good loadout, you're going to need some good ticks. So, I'd recommend trying to get a really good loadout. In my opinion, I think I'd recommend... I actually don't know what to recommend. There's a lot of good stuff. Simply put it, make a good loadout that you think will get you to survive long and endless. Nah, I'm just kicking the bucket with you. For starters, since the new secret laser has officially came out about a bit ago, I will say keep him in your loadout. He's really good, he's reliable, and he's amazing. Now with Endless, obviously, you can choose 4 heroics, but we'll get to that in a second. But obviously, if you want a good loadout, you can use mine. I use mine in Endless, and I did this on stream with literally just one other person. It got me up to 100 and I think 90 something in hardcore Endless. So this loadout is pretty incredible. Now obviously they have traits on them, so that's gonna be a bit different, but yeah, you can use my loadout if you want. I think it's pretty good in my opinion. It got me to survive a while in Endless, so go for it. Now that we've gotten all the nerd stuff out the way, let's get to the real business. How can you actually keep yourself up? Because, well, with the difficulty scaling going higher and higher as you get harder and harder in the waves, you're going to need a few important things to know. For starters, there's, well, self-upgrades and team upgrades. These do quite a lot. There's one upgrade called Change Hero. It allows you to obviously swap out a heroic in the current slot and place, well, a second heroic. This obviously caps out at 4, so you can place 4 different heroics of your choice. And, well, I'm not doing any more nerd stuff, so you can choose whichever 4 heroics you want. And obviously, now, I obviously don't know if you used my advice, but we're gonna go off my loadout. Obviously, I can... Well, this screenshot here, I can place 3 or more heroics, and I can get more tycoon placements. And what these simply do is just allow you to place 1 more of a tower, so it's pretty good. Team upgrades. These are very viable and important. Enemy speed just of course decreases the enemy speed by 3%. I think this goes up to 9% max when you fully upgrade it. It costs a lot. Base health. Obviously, simply explain it. It just increases your base health from the standard, I think 100, all the way up to like 3000. It's really good. More towers, simply explained. It just increases your tower placement cap limit, not the separate towers themselves, but the global placement limit for all towers. It just goes up, I think, 25 max. So after all that said, I think it's pretty self-explained. To keep yourself up in endless, you just need to make sure you buy more placements and you make sure everything is in order, along as well as upgrading your team itself. Now for the hard part, the rewards. Oh boy. I just want to say and advise you, I spent like a couple hours before I actually recorded this segment. I spent a total of that time just understanding a few things. So for obviously a few reasons, I'm just gonna get to endless at wave 100 and no more, because it's kind of a little bit more difficult to, you know, like go to wave 200 or something. But yeah, so here are the game modes and whatnot, yada yada, and here's all the times and the waves and the rounds it took. As you can see, on easy, I got to wave 101 by accident, but I roughly did pretty good. And then obviously in standard, I did kind of the same, just, you know, a little bit more time, I guess, because, you know, they're slightly harder. But obviously, as you can see, I made 200 more ticks. And for hardcore, I sadly couldn't get to wave 100 as it was a genuine nightmare seeing the amount of grave zombies. Whew. It's a nightmare. But obviously, I think if I had gotten to wave 100, I would have roughly made a way more than standard as well. So obviously shown there, hardcore would obviously be the best in XP and whatnot. I'm pretty sure you would make so much more. And also for just, I guess, some more nerdy stuff, here are all the same, I guess, amounts of ticks and stuff, and the amount of ticks you'd make if you had either the first ticks booster, the second ticks booster, and then both of them combined. So yeah, just for a little extra information if you needed or wanted to know that. But yeah, there you go. Okay, so obviously, as you can see, the rewards are pretty worth it. If you don't know how to set up a macro and you just want to get into an endless match and just make a couple thousand, just so you're at least doing something, well, there you go. Now, I do want to say, though, endless isn't the greatest method. Obviously, you do not make as much ticks. I feel like they should maybe, I don't know, do a slightly buffing, maybe, because I feel it's not as worth it. But yeah, anyways, that's about it for that informational part. And I feel like that this is kind of the end of the video. There isn't really much to talk about when it comes to the whole rewards. It's just boom right there, plastered for you to know. And yeah, anyways, I want to say thank you so much for watching this video. This video did take a little bit of time to actually make due to literally me having to, you know, play endless for like an hour, I think. But yeah, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I hope you like, subscribe, and comment. It's optional, of course, but I just appreciate it if you like and subscribe. It shows a lot of support to me. I don't even know if I even ask people to subscribe, but this is the first time of me asking, so I just want to say, if you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, comment what you liked about this video. That's about it. I'm in Roblox. I'll see you in the next short live stream or video I post. I'll see you guys in the next video I upload.